So this guy got pretty popular pretty quick, poking holes in Shapiro's talking points. And, for the most part, I kind of like what he's saying. Except on this case, he's drastically freaking wrong. See, I own a company, and it is a corporation. And we have debt inside the company. And what this guy apparently doesn't realize, maybe because he's never run a company or maybe because he's purposely being obtuse, is that yes, owners are personally responsible for a lot of that debt. I mean, yeah, depending on the type of corporation that you have, you are shielded. But whenever a company starts out, like my company, we had to, as owners, sign letters that basically said we were personally responsible for that debt. For instance, whenever we started our company, we needed to go buy trucks from Ford. Well, the company didn't have any credit, so Ford wasn't going to loan the company money. So we went to Ford and we said, hey, we'd like to buy this truck in the company's name, and Ford said, fuck off. And so we said, well, we'll sign that we're personally responsible for it while it's in the company's name. And Ford said, sign here, we'll sell you a truck. So yeah, we are responsible. We are. And yes, if my company were to go belly up, I would absolutely have to sell not only my house, but pretty much all of my assets, because the amount of debt that the company has as a growing company exceeds the cash on hand. That's why we have debt in the first place. And the creditors, they're going to come. And see, it's not just debts like buying trucks that you have to sign for to be personally liable. Like when we purchase scientific equipment from Fisher Scientific, some of that equipment is very, very expensive. And Fisher Scientific knows that there's that shield in place and we could just be like, oh, we're bankrupt, and keep the equipment. So they protect themselves by having us sign personal responsibility for that as well. This is just another case of two people on opposite ends of the spectrum disagreeing with each other, and each of them delivering to you guys half the facts to make their point. I'm not saying Ben is 100% right, and I'm not saying this guy's 100% right either. Both of them are telling you the side of the story that makes their side look better, and you should be very, very cautious of that. It's called propaganda for a reason. And the sooner you realize that both sides are blowing smoke up your ass, the sooner you'll realize that both sides are not here for you. They're there for themselves. Don't be associated with political parties. Be associated with ideas. Be associated with results. But both parties are going to lie to you. Good TED Talk. Glad we were here.